everyone, welcome back to another video. I have some big things to talk about today. I think Oda dropped a huge hint regarding the Void Century. No, it has nothing to do with the Straw Hat. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Now instead of talking about the big hat that was shown in Mariejois, instead, it's a detail I feel that's been glossed over. It's the name of the castle, Pangaea. Now for those of us that are history buffs and geography buffs, you know full well what Pangaea is. But for those who are unaware, all the continents on Earth used to be one. Now this is before the tectonic plates shifted and pulled them away, and the supercontinent is called Pangaea. Now thinking of this and relating it to the world of One Piece, back before the Void Century, the islands of the One Piece world, at least those in the Grand Line, used to be one. By many theories out there, that's what it's thought about, and that's almost for certain what it's got to have to be about. Now the Ancient Kingdom, at the end of the Void Century, the world was remade by the New World Government. With that thought process, there are some key pieces of evidence, and I'll go over them in the order that they were introduced in the series. Now if we take a look, number one, the weather of the Grand Line. It's odd that the rest of the world has normal weather while all the islands have their own magnetic pull. Now if you're a science buff, this kind of is odd. Obviously this is an animated world and this is fictional, but it has some merit to it. Now the idea is that they all come from one island originally, and that's why it makes sense why they all have a different magnetic pull, because they're all trying to get back to each other, they're all trying to pull in a weird fashion. Moving on, let's talk about number two, Pluton. This is a battleship that was capable of destroying entire islands, likely what would have fractured the Ancient Kingdom. Now number three is something that has only been shown so often in the series, and that's Oars. Oh, wait, that's not his full name, is it? That would be Oars, the Continent Puller. Now that's a bit of an odd nickname, unless of course, it's literal. This literal idea makes sense. So the idea at this point is that the Ancient Kingdom was shattered by Pluton, then Oars, likely made to do so as a slave, and perhaps with others of his kind, pulled the pieces of the Ancient Kingdom apart, giving shape to the Grand Line. Now there's also one other piece of evidence introduced before this latest one, and that's number four, the Celestial Dragons, who at this chapter reiterates are descendants of the world's creators. Yet another literal title potentially? Maybe. If their ancestors are the one who reshaped the world of One Piece during the Void Century, this makes sense. And that of course brings us to number five, Pangaea. Pangaea is the name of the world when it was whole, and the name of the castle at the center of the Holy Land. Oda clearly picked this name for this reason, and it is not one that can be confused with anything else. Located in the center of the seas, and once the center of the world, the founder of Mariejois, who reshaped the world, reside at Pangaea. Whatever ended up happening during the Void Century, I am confident that it involved reshaping the whole planet and the creation of the One Piece world as we know it. Now, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked the video, only if, please drop a like. If you guys had any thoughts on your own, please leave a comment down below. I love interacting with all you guys. You guys are leaving more and more comments, and you guys are liking every video that I'm making, so I'm loving doing all this for you guys. But that's gonna do it. I'll talk to you guys next time. Later!